Yep.
Hello, MMOCashout family. Merry Christmas and a happy holidays wherever you are in the world. Welcome to this very, very special MMOCashout hangout coming at you with our CEO of MMOCashout, MMO Bias, Steve Tiffany. So welcome to the call, Steve. We are very excited to hear from you. I know everyone's been waiting for this day for a long time. And we also have Bart Jansen, who is part of our corporate team, helping to do massive marketing and financial stuff for the business. So thank you, Bart, for being here on this Christmas Eve or Christmas, wherever you're in the world. And of course, we have Brian Peterson. You all know him from the MMOCashout Facebook group, one of our intrepid leaders. So thank you, Brian, for giving us a bit of your time today. So I just want to go straight into Bart is going to have a few questions for Steve, and same with Brian, and then Steve's going to give you a little bit of a breakdown of what to expect going into 2014. So Bart, please go ahead. Thanks.
Yeah, let's keep it casual. Steve, I just think that everyone wanted to hear your voice and hear you speak to us. And, I think that one of the things that Charles pointed out that people would like to hear is your vision, how you decided to do this program, and, what you've been working on and what your vision is for the future of it. And I think that's going to get everyone very, very excited. So I think that's the best way to go with this.
And co-founder per se for MMOCashout, and I've been working at this for quite some time. We've come a long ways, and I got to thank all you guys for really spearheading this marketing team and putting everything together. And a lot of the tools that I've seen come out of you guys are been fantastic. And I think you guys are doing a wonderful job, and I know all the investors are very pleased with everything that you're doing. So, with that said, I think that I should start out a little bit about the history of MMOCashout, kind of where it came from and how it all got started. I came to the Philippines back in 2009 and met. I had a business partner, business consultant. He's a Filipino, and he introduced me to the guy that he was working with by the name of James Self. James is one that actually started and had the idea for MMOCashout. I met him in January of 2009, and I partnered up with him and worked with him pretty diligently on all the programming and layout and how the functions work with MMOCashout. He was a very avid gamer, loved gaming, loved the gaming industry, and pretty much opened my eyes to this program and getting this out to the gamers and stuff, and ability to earn some income in this environment, the network marketing environment and stuff. And so I worked with James for about 5 months, and he did a kind of a pre-launch in middle of June, and the things were going pretty good. And July 2009, James passed away. He had a heart attack and died in his sleep here. And so I spent the next probably 4 months working with his wife and closing up his office and closing everything up here. And I moved on to a couple of years went past, and I saw that MMOCashout was available, and I love this company a lot. I just think that there's a lot of potential here and a lot of opportunity and stuff. So I picked up the domain name, and being a developer, programmer, and having my team here and stuff, we started playing around with it, putting some stuff together, and got a few investors together, and brings us up to about today and where we're at today. So if you see stuff lingering in the past, is kind of where a lot of that stuff came from. I think MMOCashout is going to be very big. I think that the opportunities for all the people to get involved and be able to earn income, some type of income in the gaming industry, I think it's important that they have a clean and easy way of doing it. Right now, there's just virtually no way of. You're either playing the game and paying the gamers and the developers and stuff, and you're playing the games. You're working 8 hours a day. You go home and you play the games for 6, 8, 10 hours a day, and you haven't sleep, and you just got to keep rolling the cycle over and over. And but I think that the MMOCashout will be a way for everybody to get involved and market or send people over to MMO Buy It, and they'll be able to buy their games, and people will be earning commissions, and it's kind of a clean way of doing it. So,
that's very cool, Steve. Very cool. I know we have a few. Sorry to interrupt. We have a few questions on the board here, and Brian was going to ask you the next question. So please go ahead, Brian.
I am? Okay. What we have right here, I mean, you take it, Charles, please. You take it.
Sorry, Brian, we can't really hear you. I think we have a bit of audio problems. So I'm just going to go into the next question. So why do you think this MMO community is extremely amazing for gamers? What sets it apart from what else is out there? And what do you think is going to be really the most fascinating thing for gamers?
Well, I don't think that the gaming community has any other outlet of earning anything except for you have your professional gamers and you have your people that are doing stuff with the YouTube and stuff, but the MMOCashout is so simple and so will be so easy to be able to get in and market the games as we get the developers and stuff put in place with MMO Buy It. And the gaming industry itself is huge. I think the median age of gamers is like 34, 35, and they're literally around the world. There are millions. I don't know of too many families around the world that don't have some type of gaming device, just like a TV set. It's like everybody has TVs now, as to where in the past they didn't. But now everybody plays games, playing games on their telephones, playing games on their TVs or computers or wherever. The industry is huge, and it's fun.
Okay,
Does that answer?
No, that totally answers the question. I think one of the big questions we've gotten from a lot of our gamers is a lot of the websites like MMOCashout, MMO Buy It have not been fully completed yet. So they want to know how can they rely on this company. It's going to have long-term stable growth. They want to know how can they rely on putting their name attached to MMOCashout so that they can bring in all of their thousands of gamers. So how do you think the company will roll out over the next few months?
Well, we have our milestones that we need to reach with with our merchant accounts, and we're getting our merchant accounts all in place, and every time I think that we're close to getting things set up, Charles or Bart calls us up and says, "Hey, Steve, by the way, sounds like we're going to have another 10,000 or 20,000 signing up, or another 100,000 or whatever the numbers are," and it just keeps growing and growing. And we're just trying to be prepared. We're trying to have all our ducks in a row, being able to get this out and have it be flawless. And so we believe that we'll be able to do our pre-launch in early part of January, and so.
Okay, cool. That's very exciting. And I know, Bart had one last question, and then we didn't want to take too much of your time. We know that it is Christmas in the Philippines right now. So please go ahead, Bart.
Yeah, you know, I want to start off by saying thanks a lot for coming on with us, Steve, and you know, putting your voice out there for everyone to hear. Charles, if you want to mute for just 1 second. You know, we're really excited, of course, with the program and your vision and your, you know, your belief in the program. One of the things that we were doing is we certainly wanted to sort of test the waters and spoke to some people, and we got a lot of really good response. And we realized there's a lot of people that could really appreciate this type of a program, whether they're a parent of a gamer themselves, a network marketer. It really goes across the board. So, you know, we're really excited about that, and certainly share your vision with the responses that we're getting, and how this program is going really well in crossing those lines and bringing lots of gamers and lots of marketers as well. But one of the questions that has been brought up, are we going to be able to have multiple languages on the website? Because we are getting an international community that is looking at this point. So that would be a good question to put forth. I've seen that probably about 5 times right now. So if you could answer that one for me, that'd be great.
Yes, multilingual will absolutely be on the sites, all the sites, and the but yes, we'll absolutely have that. And we know that this is going already worldwide. We've got even the people that we're talking to are all over the place. We've got people from Russia and Spain. We've got some people coming from the Asian countries and stuff. So, and there's been some chatter with Brazil and things. But yes, we will have multilingual, absolutely.
Okay, that is super excellent. Thank you, Steve, so much for coming on board today with us. We are going to be rolling out the official MMO corporate hangouts every Friday with each of us here, plus Darren and some other guest speakers as we go along. Steve does have several corporate officers and investors and even really talented partners that will be joining us from week to week, maybe not every week, but from week to week. And you know, Steve, did you have any last messages that you wanted to give our MMOCashout family going into the new year and through the holidays before we end today?
I just do want to say this. I think that MMOCashout is going to be a remarkable program. I think that you guys will be, the more you learn about it, the more you're going to love MMO, whether it be MMOCashout, MMO Buy It, MMO Listed, and the other sites that we're coming out with that will all link to it. I think it's going to be phenomenal. I believe you guys are going to absolutely love the things that we're coming out. We are setting ourselves aside from splitting ourselves apart from network marketing, MLM, and with all the terminology and stuff. And we're going to make this into fun, exciting program to market. So, and with that, I just have to say Merry Christmas to everybody, and I hope you guys all have a great holiday.
Thanks, Steve. Thank you so much. We will definitely be in touch. Have a great Christmas. And just to close out today's amazing hangout with the CEO of MMOCashout, Steve Tiffany, Brian Peterson is going to say a wonderful message. Thanks, Steve. I'm going to hang up on you now. I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Bye.
Yeah.
Is my sound coming all right?
Yeah, it's coming out okay now.
Oh, okay, yeah, but I don't know what happened. But yeah, I had some difficulties with technicalities. We had that as well with the hangout in the beginning. But as you've all heard, this is not just a shadowy company. Steve is there. There's a whole team behind him that is building this up. And what I loved about it the most is this is not one of those companies that were being developed, through the last few months. This company, and most of you have seen it, this company has been in development since 2009. That was their very first presentation they did. Right? Founders have come on board. A ton of money has been put in to getting this company up and running. Right? So it's not just some, new thing that is just breezing on through the network marketing industry. This is here to stay. The gamers that I've talked to from, and I'm not going to mention their names due to copyright and other stuff like that, but we got some pretty big connections within the gaming community, within different branches in the gaming community, very big networks in the gaming community, and they all love the idea. The reason why I love the idea so much, and what I talk to gamers about, especially YouTube gamers and others as well, is that with all the restrictions coming out right now, this is a fresh breath of air to the gaming community. Right? First of all, it has never been done before. Second of all, with the restrictions on YouTube, Google Plus, and all the other platforms where these people who've been making a living out of doing game reviews, doing game playthroughs, all of that, they now have a new social hub with MMO Playbook to share all of this information with the entire community. Not only that, they also have the opportunity to, when they do these game reviews, that the people watching this, if they want to buy the game, well, go through my store, right? This is not, talking about it. It's all about the money. It's about adding more value to the gaming community. Right? There are so many different sites out there where you find all kinds of crazy nonsense information about it. Here we're going to be having an entire platform that combines everything into one, and that is huge. Right? That is massive. This is not to hype anything up or make it seem better than it really is, because a lot of people are looking at this. I did in the beginning as well. This is just too good to be true, right? But this is something that is being built block by block over a course of the next 90 to 120 days, right? It's not something that just boom, we got it up and running and it's running. Meh. When it runs as it should, it gets added. That's the way it is. I mean, we're at the very beginning of this new industry, because that is basically what it is. And when more and more things get added, the company grows. Right? We're at the very beginning, helping not only ourselves, but also the company and everyone else who joins in on this adventure, as it actually is, to build it up to what we want it to be like. Right? Not only with MMOCashout, and you can build up your team and your guild, and build up your own little empire within games, and actually be able to make a small commission out of it, but also have the opportunity to utilize from what the industry actually have to offer with games, gaming gear, all that good stuff. Right? I don't know how many games I've recommended to my friend and never made a dime. Right? That's with this, it gives that back. Right? Every single game that I own, every single one, and this is not just some mumbo jumbo that I'm saying, but every single one, I haven't bought if I hadn't watched a review or playthrough on YouTube from one of these YouTube gamers. They never made a dime from me doing that. People have the opportunity to do that. Right? Building up with tournaments as well, MMO listed, where I change out my gaming equipment maybe 1 or 2 times a year, right? Selling the old equipment. That would be awesome to give it out to someone who is in more need of it, right? MMO Playbook, an entire community, an entire hub where we can share our ideas, our thoughts, our input into the gaming franchise. Not only that, but also into network marketing, and help everything collide and grow as a whole, right? So this is huge, but trust me, guys, this is not something that is going to be available next week. Right? This is something gradually built. If you are patient enough and consistent enough in what you're doing, you will have success. Right? We're not talking about, before next summer you'll be a millionaire. That's not what we're telling you. But if you take it for what it is, and you put the time and effort in to build it up to what all of us want it to be, then we can do that. Right? It takes all of us to do it. And as you heard from Steve as well, there are multiple people in this that have really been putting not only a lot of thought, a lot of time, and a lot of money into making this something that is not just going to fizzle out over the next few months. This is here to stay. It's an untapped market of a lot of people who want to make a living for themselves and still enjoy what they're doing. Because let's face it, why not have fun with what you're doing? Because if you're having fun with what you're doing, and that is what gaming is all about, that is having fun. If you apply that into network marketing, just to mix the two, because that is what this is, try to look at it at a different perspective. Try having fun with what you're doing, and you will see amazing results. Right? Don't go chase the next paycheck. Go chase, I wouldn't say chase, but look for people that you can add value to and help them see the value. Help them go to where they want to go, wherever, right? Philippines, Thailand, whatever, if it's a vacation, right? Or add more financial security to their life. Once you start doing that, once you start having fun with what you're doing, your business will change tremendously. This is what this is all about. Having fun, making money, changing lives. That was it for me. So thank you.
Yep. I want to add a couple things onto here. You know, I've had a lot of ability to talk to Steve and the people behind this business. You know, this is sort of like, if you want to call it pulling back the curtain. I can honestly tell you that he has an incredible team involved with him, including a legal department that is making sure this company is going to be completely compliant. It's going to be very long-lasting. They're making all the right moves for you guys. I want to address a couple of things. For you that are network marketers, you're in a really good place. We have something here that we're going to be able to start up with. You know, the intention in the beginning was not necessarily bringing the gamers. The gamers have come because, of course, there's something here. But the network marketers, I'm going to speak to you right now. You can feel confident that you have something here that you can believe in, and that the network marketers will come, and as well the gamers will come.
We have a surprise guest, Bart. Mark has shown up in the Hangout. Sorry to interrupt. Hi, Mark. You're kind of sideways.
Am I?
in the camera.
Yeah, well, I'm probably I don't know how to turn myself around here.
Oh,
there
that's
you go.
okay.
You got it.
Okay.
So
gotta find the camera. This is all kind of new to me, you guys. I'm not that technical. I got my morning hair on, you can see.
So yeah, Charles, why don't you make a proper introduction of who Mark is, and we can let him put in a few words too. This is a nice surprise for everybody because this was going to be for a later time, but here we are now. So
yeah.
Charles, why don't you introduce Mark?
So officially, for the first time, our MMOCashout family, I'd like to introduce our corporate officer, one of the main people behind MMOCashout, Mark Willitson. He's a fantastic success story in the MLM industry. He's been doing send-out cars and travel since the 90s. I mean, he literally is helping to shape the future and the minds of MLM network marketers all over the world. And now we're entering his expertise into this gaming business. And by the way, he's full of energy and emotion. So, Mark, take it away. Rip it.
Hey, how do you do Hangouts? Hold on to your iPad and make coffee on a Keurig all at the same time. This is kind of a surprise, you guys. I had no idea. I was setting up Hangouts on this, and then I noticed there was a link that Steve had just sent me. Is Steve here? Steve had sent me a link, and I clicked on it, and boom, here we are.
Yeah, Steve actually did an interview with us about 20 minutes ago for about 10 minutes.
Okay.
And now it's your turn. So no pressure.
Yeah, right. Well, I have absolutely no experience in gaming whatsoever, other than I have a child that grew up gaming, and as I can say, it was financially it was a stressful experience because the kids spent a lot of money playing games. Especially buying virtual things, you know, the gold and different types of items to play the game, almost on a daily basis. you know, he $20'd me to death basically. And when Steve started talking to me about MMOCashout, this was what three or more years ago. I remember bringing it up to my son, the name MMOCashout, and my son was about 16 at the time, and he was bouncing off the walls excited. He said, "Really, Dad? Is that really true? I can get paid to play games? That's amazing." And I was shocked that he even knew what it was. And that's what got me excited early on about this. So, you know, here we are. It's been a long haul, and I've watched Steve and his guys put things together, and I've just really been sharing the story with other people that I knew, and some of those guys are directors now in the company, and oh well, here we are. You know, I think the exciting part about this is that nobody's ever done this before. There, I got myself in one spot. Nobody's ever done this before, and so it's kind of cool to be part of something that's never been done. You know, there's lots of vitamin companies out there. There's lots of companies that you know, really all you got to do is kind of duplicate what they're doing and launch. So I think it's really neat to be part of something that we're going to create from the ground up.
Wow,
and,
that was quite an intro, Mark. Sorry, please go please go on.
I think you guys, you know my background. I think Charles kind of explained it. My wife Judy and I have been in this industry for 20 years. My first exposure to it, a guy came into my office and drew some circles out, and it was a travel business, and we got all excited about it, and of course it turned into being something that wasn't exactly legal. It had a few little flaws in it, and so we broke away from that company and made the corrections and started our own company. And we were just a little bit too early on in the travel industry at the time because we really needed the internet. And that was my first exposure to network marketing. And I just got hooked on the fact that you could build a multi-million-dollar business from the comfort of your home without all the headaches of conventional business. Because my wife and I had a conventional business. Well, we lived a nice lifestyle. We were miserable. The company owned us, and you know, it was all the things that came along with it. You know, the brick and mortar, insurance, employees, you know, utilities, all of those things that the bill came in every month, regardless of how business was. And so I was fascinated by all of that and got bit by the bug. 4 years later, we got rid of that business and jumped in full time, and have enjoyed every minute. Most of it is the relationships and the friendships that have been created as a result. That's the real valuable piece. The money's good too. So tell me about you guys. I don't know anything about you guys.
Well, not to shock you too much, but there's probably thousands of people watching you right now. So this is basically...
Wow, really?
So this is going to be, you know, absolutely excellent for MMOCashout family moving into 2014. But you know what? I'm gonna let Bart and Brian introduce themselves, and then I'll go into myself. Please go ahead, Bart.
Okay. Yeah, I'm real new to the actually online business myself. I had a brick and mortar for many years, and had the same situation. You know, it was time to leave that kind of business and get some freedom, and came into this, and been real fortunate to have met people like Charles and Brian and Darren, and
thousands of people watching you right now.
Oh, hold on a second. Sorry about that.
Really? So this is going to be absolutely excellent.
Terrible. Look at this. Okay, sorry about that, but yeah, technical difficulties all day today. Yeah, so you know, just been dabbling with some stuff, and you know, honestly, when we heard about MMOCashout, took a good look at it and realized the potential, and realized that, you know, maybe for the first time we really have a program that's really going to cross over different groups of people, and you know, certainly with things that have been going on in the gaming world and the way that people make money now, and you know, realizing some of that and what's been going on with YouTube now, and also the potential what this business is going to be has been really exciting. I mean, I'm on daily phone calls with people that are talking to me about different things that are going on, and even things that could be offered on the store, and different people we can bring to the company. So, but yeah, that's about it for me. Go ahead and let Brian say a few words.
Yeah, well, I'm new-ish to not network marketing, but to online network marketing. Started in June with Charles Medbot later on as well. I used to be, a hardcore gamer. I was a really hardcore gamer to the extent where I think I've broken a few women's hearts along the way, but that's just the way it is with gaming. But yeah, I mean, when we saw this, it's something that I would say the gaming community, the gaming franchise have been longing for many years. I mean, there are actually a lot of companies who already try to do it, not as not as on such a high plan as this. But with making commissions, selling games and all that, but not to this extent ever. And with everything behind it as it is, I mean, the company has been in development for so many years. I also knew that this is not just something that you guys just put together and put it on the market and let's see if we can make some quick buck. This is something that has been really thought through. Everything goes through the legal department to make sure everything is up to par with what it should be, and that it is a company, not just an opportunity to make money, but a real legit company. That is what spoke most to me, and especially with friends I have in gaming who are YouTubers. Doing game reviews, putting them on YouTube, and making their living through that. This just adds even more to that aspect of it. And also for me, being in games where I had guilds or clans of thousands of people, when a new game come out, we jump into that game. That was it. Now people have the opportunity to do just that, but actually make a pretty good commission by doing it. So not only will the game developers make a lot of money because people are going to be doing this, I think, a little bit more frequent than before, but also all the players within the games have the opportunity to make money and up their gaming experience. Because let's face it, gaming equipment, new graphic card, RAM, mouse, keyboard, everything, it is expensive as hell, right? This is a way for people, as I see it, and when I talk to gamers, the first question they always ask is, how much discount do I get when I'm a member? So discount, that's an awesome question. How much discount do you want? Well, I don't know, 20% I think would be all right to be a member, don't you think? I said, yeah, that would be awesome. Well, let's just say, you make 5% commission when someone buys something from your store. How many do you need to refer to get 20% commission? Well, 4 people. Awesome. Will that do it for you? So I can decide my own discount? Basically, yeah. Not to put it up on, 5% is the set number, but just to have something to play with, right? And when you talk to people like that, they see the bigger picture, right? They see that this is not just some bogus thing that people are putting together in order to make money. And at the end of the day, this is a company for gamers, right? So everyone have the opportunity to make a living with what they love to do, which is playing games, doing game reviews, doing playthroughs, putting them up on YouTube or Twitch or whatever. People have that opportunity now, and I can't see this company going anywhere but up. That's why I jumped on board. So.
Thank you, Brian. That was amazing. It's really good to hear your perspective because literally you're the only full-time gamer from your past on this panel. I'm going to talk about myself, but I want to do that after because this is the first time we've had Mark and Cameron. I'm really excited to have him here. So I just want to ask him a few questions going into 2014, one of the things I really love about how you and Steve and the rest of the corporate team does business is you're very open to hearing what the gamers want, how we should adapt the business plan to make sure gamers are happy. So I'm wondering if you could speak a little bit about how we're going to really sculpt this business for the gamer. And we know that there's MMOCashout, MMO Buy It, Playbook, and List It. Will there be an opportunity to add different arms onto the business in the future? Can you talk a little bit about that? I think I muted you, so you might have to unmute yourself before you speak, if you're still there. Okay, we may have lost Mark. Technical difficulties. Oh, wait, there he is. We'll try and see if he can unmute himself. And if not, I guess I'll go into my bio while we're waiting for Mark to appear. So just unmute yourself when you're ready, and I'll stop talking, Mark, if you can hear me. Just to give you an idea of myself, we actually... Oh, he kind of moved a little. So basically, when we join businesses, Bart, Brian, and I, we move together, and we choose businesses because they're extremely good reputation-wise. They have very good financial backings. They're very strong businesses overall, and we've learned through moving into several other companies together what to look forward to, what are the key indicators and characteristics of a good business. And as soon as I heard about MMOCashout in the summer, we started investigating right away. And every single piece of this business checked out. It's $10 to join. They're going to pay out weekly. They're going to accept Visa and MasterCard. It's an industry that already has a 1 billion person untapped marketplace. We have the ability to bring our teams in at the very top of this company directly underneath the owners, which is absolutely a key to success. But on top of that, our feedback is actually being used on a day-to-day basis to shape how the company is being born. And that is very fascinating. That is a very rare situation that people have with companies. So knowing all of these different things, knowing that we have the best e-wallet in the world with high payouts, so no matter where you are on the planet, you know you're going to get paid every single week. These are just amazing, amazing characteristics of this business going forward. Now, for all the gamers that are watching this for the first time, hello, welcome, Merry Christmas. It's been a very fascinating interview experience, research and development experience the last 2 weeks. I've learned more about Dark Elves and, fortresses and kingdoms and play-by-plays and PvP and PvE and Twitch and goodness knows what else in the last 2 weeks, and I know we have a lot left to learn. So please give us your feedback. There is nothing that we will take it as a negative. We'll take it as constructive. We need to make this business absolutely perfect for our official launch in April. Please bear with us while we build the company together between now and the official launch, which is hopefully going to be late April around then. So there will be a lot of changes. There will be a lot of gamer terminology changes. I know some people do not like taxing and things like this. We are listening to you. We're going to make it better. We're going to try and make as many of you as happy as possible as we go along. So I guess Mark may be gone. So I'll let Bart finish this off, and we'll go from there. Merry Christmas, guys. Happy New Year.
Yeah, so again, we've been privy to know, a bit more about what's coming for the business here, including tournaments and a lot of really good stuff, guys. So for the gamers, there's going to be a lot of really good content, a lot of good things for them to be involved with, a lot of different ways for them to make money, and a lot of value in our community. So that's the beauty of it. All right, Mark, you're back. If you want to just give us a few more minutes, if you'd like. We've got to go ahead and end this in about 5 minutes.
Okay.
But,
can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can.
You can? Okay. Sorry about this whole Hangout thing is completely new to me, you guys. You're seeing a guy first time doing a Hangout. My wife's over here with a cell phone with an old friend on the speaker, and she has no idea other than I guess she watches me talking to my devices all the time. So even though I'm not talking to anybody, so I'm sitting here telling her, no, I can't talk right now, knowing you have me on mute. I have no idea what. I think Charles, you had me muted out earlier. I thought I saw something pop up on my screen. So
yeah, sorry about that.
But you know, because this has been going on, you know, for a long time, it's a good thing. You know, my belief is you know, slow down to speed up is true in a lot of ways with a lot of different things, you know, and we have been taking our time. We have been thinking this through. There's been a lot of thought put into it, and because you really do, you need to, you know, before you can go somewhere, start a company or do anything, you got to figure out who the heck you are, and you got to know where you want to go, and that way you can figure out how the heck you're going to get there, you know. And so here we are. We're at this point now where we're ready to bring on board the people that are going to explode MMOCashout to the world, and once and for all connect the gaming community, really give them a home. For, you know, for whatever need they potentially could have in the future. I mean, the potential of this is endless. That's what's exciting about it. I know that the other exciting thing about it is especially you know, with Steve and I know myself, is anybody with any ideas, we want to hear about them. You know, there's one thing I've learned is I don't have all the answers. And you know, two minds make a third more powerful mind. Let's just put it that way. And so we're always open to hearing anything, especially when, you know, we know how to, you know, because we don't come from the gaming community, but we do know how to run businesses, and because of that. We are very transparent. We want to know, you know, we want to know all you guys' ideas as we go along, and we're going to be very open-minded to it. We know how to run a good company, and that is, be honest with you, that is transparency. It is all about honesty and being transparent. And truthfully, I come from the network marketing world as a distributor, and I believe that in this industry, it's the company's responsibility to build. It's all about the distributor. It's even, I think that the distributor is more important than the company, if that makes sense. Because our role as a company is to deliver the most powerful experience that the distributor can have in terms of potential product, the ability to make money, all those things. And that's our role. And that's what I've always wanted to be involved in a company that I was number one, or the distributor was number one, and that's what we want to create here. We want to create a home like that, and it's going to be an exciting future. This is going to be something big, that's for sure, and that's what I get really excited about.
All right, Mark. Thanks a lot for that. Appreciate that. We've reached the final mark, guys. So again, sorry for the technical glitches. We've had like 4 of them during this hangout. That was actually pretty much a surprise to me. But we made through it, and that will be better from this point on. Thanks again to Brian for your time. Merry Christmas to you. Charles, Merry Christmas to you and your family. Mark, good to finally see your face in person. Merry Christmas to you. And everyone watching, Merry Christmas. Have a really Happy New Year. And we will see you again in a very short amount of time. Talk to you later now. Bye-bye.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Bye. Take care.